Hey everybody, how are ya? This year we came up with a new idea. We decided to put together a short video. Actually, the students are putting it together, but it's designed to give you, students, and perhaps your parents, an idea of some of the elective courses we're offering this coming school year for 16-17. I want to tell you two things about it. One, please take a chance. You don't have to want to be a professional artist to take art courses, and you don't have to know anything about computer science to be interested in trying some of these tech classes that might be out of your comfort zone. Really, we're not running a university here, and the goal is not to find your major. The goal is to be a well-rounded, educated young man or young woman, and that involves doing things that perhaps don't come naturally to you. So maybe it's interesting, but you're not very good at it, go for it. That's my message to you, okay? The other thing is, please be mindful that your decisions actually impact everybody. So the way our scheduling process works, it really matters what you choose. What you choose will decide what we offer. So if not enough students select certain courses, we may not offer them. If a lot of students sign up for certain electives, then we're going to offer multiple offerings. And then it's very difficult to change that once the process begins. So be thoughtful, ask a lot of questions, be responsible and wise in your decision making, and take a chance. Thank you very much. Enjoy the video.
Well, both concert choir and chamber choir sing very similar kinds of music, but concert choir is a choir that anyone, no matter what your background is, you can sign up for that class and enjoy performing in a lot of different types of performances throughout the year. Chamber choir is different, where it is an auditioned class, and we hold auditions typically in the early spring for that, for the following school year. But if you're a new student and you come in the fall, we try to let you audition for that class as well, if possible. And the auditioned group, their pace of how quickly they learn the music is typically a bit faster. The level of difficulty a lot of times is a bit more challenging. But both concert choir and chamber choir have in common that they sing a wide variety of pieces and styles of music, both a cappella and accompanied with piano or with percussion. And so there's a lot of experiences between both choirs that you'll have. Also, concert choir tends to be larger. This year our choir is 52 students, and the chamber choir, which is this year, is called the advanced choir, but we're changing the name. This year the chamber choir only has 22 students, and so we do typically try to keep those sizes about the same as well, because that dictates the type of music that they will learn between the two ensembles. But in the spring, both groups get a lot of travel opportunities, such as this year we have a European concert tour where both choirs are going together to Prague and Vienna, and we're performing in different cathedrals and various other performance venues. And we're excited for that first opportunity. We also have the AMI International Honor Choir and the TASM Festival Choirs and MISAC Senior Fine Arts all happening in the spring. So not only do we get to perform here on campus, but also get to perform all over the world if you're enrolled in this class.
The difference between wind ensemble and symphonic band is that wind ensemble is an audition group meant for students to successfully earn a spot in the ensemble, and symphonic band is for any students who are interested in band to participate.
And this is what we do in class. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. We play music all day. It's fine.
So the first class I'm teaching, is formerly known as Intro to Theater, is now just called Acting, because that's what we'll be focusing on. So in that class, whether you have a little bit of experience or a lot of experience, it's a chance for you to come and just work on your performance skills. So doing monologues, scene work, armed stage combat, so that's sword fighting for the stage. And that's a good one to just brush up your skills or to try something on stage if you thought that that might be interesting to you. For the most part, we perform for each other in class, and by the end we'll open up the performance to other folks at ACS and your parents that might want to come. Another option for an intro-level class is stagecraft. So stagecraft is going to take a look at those things that aren't on stage, so that you'll be running our light boards and soundboards here at ACS. You'll be designing and creating, you'll be applying makeup, fun facial hair, all kinds of wacky stuff, but basically learning the technical side of things. So that class is for anybody who's interested, who has zero experience or tons of experience. Either way, that'd be a great one.
Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Guthrie. I'm going to talk to you today about 4 classes, the first of which is digital photography. In digital photography, you're going to learn modern tools to make expressive art. You're going to learn about the skills of master photographers and emulate those skills for the purpose of finding your own expressive style. In the process, you're going to create your own digital portfolio and exhibition of photographic art. Next, we've got Introduction to Digital Cinematography. In this, it's visual storytelling. How do I use equipment like camcorders to create movies, to create mood, to communicate a message? How do I frame the scene? How do I move through the scene? And then ultimately, how do I use light to create and harness mood? Ultimately, the purpose is to create something to communicate your message, and you'll learn those skills in cinematography. Next, if you have an interest in creating the one thing that every student and every staff and every parent will actually have, hold, and own, come into Yearbook. In Yearbook, we actually work on this book. We create this. It's about layout, it's about graphic arts, it's about using modern tools and modern publishing techniques for the purpose of creating this one artifact of student life. Next, we've got design and 3D modeling. In design and 3D modeling, you're actually going to create virtual works of art and tools and jewelry in a 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional space. You're going to use computer-aided design to actually quickly create and prototype art or tools like a battery holder, and then prototype those using 3 new prototyping techniques. So what we have: photography, digital cinematography, yearbook, and 3D design and modeling.
4 different electives that we offer in physical education. The first elective that we look at is a course that Ms. McCauley runs, which is aquatics. So it's a pretty good opportunity if you want to learn to be a lifeguard, earn some money. All right, she runs through the American Red Cross lifeguard certificate. And so you run through that, get your lifeguard certificate, and once you've got that, you're a qualified lifeguard. The second elective that we offer is team sports. So if you're into sports, being active, this is a fantastic course in which you will choose both traditional and non-traditional sports. So some sports might be basketball or soccer, or speedball or chalkball or netball, in which at times the teacher will run you through some activities and you will play the game, and at other times you will be peer teaching one another and then playing games. So it is a very good elective if you're into playing lots of different team sports. The third elective that we have is recreation sports. This is for those people that like to be active but don't necessarily just want to be involved in team sports and may not wish to coach one another. So activities in the recreation unit include activities like climbing or archery or badminton. They're activities that are more suited to lifelong activities, more suited whether it's individually or with 1 or 2 other people. Probably the most popular elective that we have in physical education is the fitness and resistance course. This is a fantastic course. We have an amazing facility here that Coach Jones has got up and running. This course allows you to learn about how you can create a training program. The fourth elective that we offer is fitness and resistance. So with this elective, you have an awesome opportunity to use our fantastic gym that Coach Jones has done lots of work to get up and running. So you learn about the body, how to create a training program, what goals you want to achieve and what type of training program would help you achieve your goals. Once you've done all that foundation work, you have a fantastic opportunity to actually train within the school day. So whether you want to do HIIT intervals, whether you want to do resistance training, whether you want to do cardio-based training, plyometrics, lots of different activities that you can do within the fitness and resistance course. The fifth course that we offer is sports science, or sports exercise and health science. This actually is both a science course and a PE course, all right? It is the science of the body. So you look at anatomy, biomechanics, physiology, skill learning, and do some research investigations on some global issues. And the reason it's both a science and a PE is it's the science to do with the body. So everything we look at refers back to the body, whether you're working it within a sport or an activity, and the movement aspects of that. So those are the electives within PE.
I'm so excited to be teaching the dance class at ACS. I've wanted to do it for many years. And the dance class is going to take on a slightly different form than what it's been in the past. Myself, I'm a trained dancer. I danced from age 2 all the way to 22, basically. But doing all forms of dance. I did hip-hop, I did tap, jazz, ballet, and then also was heavily involved in musical theater performances growing up. And so I'd like to give the students a taste of a lot of different styles so that they can see physically how it's very athletic, and it takes a lot of stamina to be a good dancer, but also a lot of coordination. And so for students who are interested in learning how to look a little bit more coordinated on the dance floor when they go to prom or to the winter formal, but then also are curious about how to move their body in that way, I'd love to have them join this class. So we'll focus a little bit on some more of the traditional forms. So we'll be doing some modern and also some hip hop, and then we'll merge our way into dancing for more entertainment, such as for musical theater and that style where it's a lot of, jazz hands and things like that. But for our musical theater performances here at ACS, hopefully students, after taking this class, will feel prepared and excited to audition for our productions because they will have learned the basics of how to move like that.
Community activism versus social entrepreneurship. There are two choices you have for courses that basically get you out of your chair and get you involved with doing a variety of things around campus and learning how to make things happen. Community activism, the KG1 Buddies, you have a chance to learn more how to organize an event. We do with a worker awareness in the first semester, Earth Week in the second. You help with picnic in the first semester, and we learn about Nepal and that relationship. Social entrepreneurship is all about you. We model it on a Stanford Design for Thinking process in which you have an idea and how do you make things happen. We read, in both courses, we read a book that models the great stuff happening, and basically you have a lot of fun and get to make a difference.
Hi, I'm Mr. Swanson. I want to introduce to you robotics engineering course here at the American Community School of Abu Dhabi, home of the Sandvipers. What we have is we'll be working on this class and we'll be using the EV3 robotics kits. It's a great opportunity to learn about the robotics process and engineering as you go through. What you'll be doing is you'll be doing a variety of tasks and making sure that you understand robotic movement, and you'll be getting into the point where you design your own robot and have it accomplish a series of tasks. It's a great opportunity to interact and see your results immediately. So sign up for the robotics engineering class. It's Mr. Swanson. What we're talking about now is the mobile application design and development. What you'll be doing in this class is working through a variety of mobile applications that run on iOS. So you'll be designing your own iPhone applications. You don't have to have programming experience to be successful in the class as we pace it out, and you'll be successful regardless of if you have previous experience with the iPhone development or previous experience in other programming languages. You'll be able to start from scratch and be able to build an iPhone application. In total, we'll be building about 10 applications in the course, with the capstone being an application of your own design. It's a great opportunity to get involved with coding, which is one of the few languages that is spoken around the world. Come on into mobile application design and development. Hi, it's Mr. Swanson. We're talking now about web design. Web design is a class that will allow you to understand everything on the web, how it's put together and how all of these different elements interact. Everybody uses the internet every day, and it's a great opportunity to see the inner workings and be able to create products rather than just be a consumer of internet content, so you'll be able to create that content. Come on into web design. It's Mr. Swanson. We're talking about Intro to Computer Science. Computer science is looking at how computers drive the world. There's computers around you everywhere. A lot of you use a computer all day, every day, and not knowing what's happening in this magical box that you have it's a great opportunity to learn how these things work. Like I said, computers are everywhere. You go to the grocery store, there's hundreds of computers around you. It's a connected world, and it's a great opportunity to figure out how it all works together. No previous experience is necessary. By the end of the class, you'll have a firm understanding of how computers work and how to program them, so that you'll be able to create your own programs and really move forward in terms of your understanding of how these computers interact with the world. Next class that I'm going to talk about, it's Mr. Swanson again. We've got television and video production. In this class, you'll be producing a weekly show. We call it ACS Today. In addition to that, you'll be able to do some clips that are working outside of the studio. It's a great opportunity to figure out what the real beat is around ACS. You get to work with some great technology equipment, and you get to produce a product that's viewed by many people around the entire school community. Additionally, you have the opportunity to participate in some of our live streaming events. We stream events, and you get to be the part of the crew that will promote that and into people all around the world. So it's a great opportunity for you to have exposure with technology, communication, and allows you to develop a lot of skills. It's television production, television and video production. It's Mr. Swanson. I'm talking now about architecture and design and modeling. In architecture, design, and modeling, you'll be going through different design and modeling techniques. You'll be using computer software to develop models of what architectural sites will look like. We'll start from a broad perspective and go down to the minute. When we start off, we'll be looking at block designs and how neighborhoods are composed. You then look at sites and how houses are situated on sites. From there, we look at what the floors are in a site, and we look at the particulars of electrical systems, audio, the air conditioning, and such like that. It's a great opportunity to see how buildings that you use every day actually operate. It's architecture and design. It's Mr. Swanson. I'm talking now about software engineering and technology principles. In this class, what we'll be doing is it's a class that's really open to anyone that has a desire to learn about software engineering and the technology principles behind them. What software engineering is the ability to build programs that interact with a computer. No previous knowledge is needed. However, if you have previous programming knowledge, you'll be doing equally as well in the program, in the class. You'll be programming computer programs that allow the computer to interact with the world around them, and we'll learn about various things in terms of how technology interacts with the world. It's software engineering and technology principles.
Hi, I'm Loretta Mazukin, and I'm the high school art teacher here at ACS. And I'm just going to run by a few things, a few tidbits of information about each specific elective class in high school art. So the first one is Artscape, which is like a foundations class. It gives you a smattering of different opportunities to try different techniques. We do printmaking. You can see one of these here. We explore a lot of varieties of different types of printmaking, from lino cut to screen printing, to foam printing, collograph, etc. We also do mosaics, so we study the ancient Greek and Roman mosaic types and the tessellation patterns, and we make our own designs, and often it's a plate, or it could be in the shape of something like a butterfly. Okay. We also do contrast design, so for example, this year students chose a celebrity, and basically we talk about positive and negative space, tonalities, and trying to find the form through the shape. It's an exciting class that gives you kind of an opportunity to try a little bit of two-dimensional work, a little bit of painting in tempera, and three-dimensional work. That ultimately gives you a sense of all the different pockets of art. Following through to sculpture. In sculpture, we also try to look at the umbrella and break it down. So we do ceramics, and every year there's a different theme. For example, this year was looking at the vegetable kingdom. So each student chose a vegetable and broke it down. This happens to be a lotus root, and looking at how you could take details from a specific vegetable or fruit and translate that into a three-dimensional vessel of some kind. This particular class did a landscape on a plate. So again, looking at different styles and different pottery techniques and different glazing techniques. We also look at making molds. We do alginate molds, and we do plaster casts. So here's a couple of examples of those. We also do paper mache. Again, different themes that the students will choose, but we build some lovely paper mache models. We've done cats, we've done lizards, we've done birds, we've done reptiles, we've done amphibians, and you name it. So it's always in the choice of the students to select, but it's a lovely medium to explore. We also, here's another one here, we also do some glass, and we do some assemblage with found objects. And finally, we have drawing and painting. In drawing and painting, we do a lot with hatching techniques, pencil techniques. We do different types of paint, gouache, tempera. Here's an example of a tempera piece. And we also explore some innovative media, such as coffee, henna, milk. These are actually paintings with this, non-traditional medium. And we end up with our final piece, which is an acrylic piece on canvas, which is a masterpiece where we take an artist of influence and we try to combine it with our own artist research and our own style, and it culminates in quite a lovely masterpiece. You can have a lot of fun. You can be a very individual voice in the class, bringing your creativity to the fore and exploring a lot of materials which we have in the classroom. Hope to see you.